Hey everybody, this is Sage Valentine, and this is my Survivor review of Survivor Cagayan, Episode 11, Season 28. Oh, I lost yet another one of my players, and I'm not a happy camper, so all my support goes to Spencer. Spencer, if you see this, I know you're not playing this game, but I hope you win this game. I hope you're in the top 3. Because some of those people in this game that are still left here, I can't stand any of them. And you all just handed Tony that seat and damn near handed him the game. Okay, so far the contestants who are gone are David, Garrett, Bryce, Jatia, Cliff, Lindsay, Sarah, Alexis, LJ, Morgan, Jeremiah, and Jeffra. And Solarian only has Tony, Tasha, Trish, Kass, Spencer, and Woo left. After Tribal Council, it was pretty intense. Kass is pissed off. Trish says that she understands why Tony got rid of Jeffra because she was going to blindside you, Tony. Kass is on the outs 2 times, and now she's all upset. And she's like, Tony, he keeps his promises. And Tony says he keeps his promises, and Kass is like, you're getting old here. You're a jerk. You're condescending. Then it's Kass versus Tony, which is great at the moment for Tasha and Spencer to just sit down and let the fireworks fly. Kass feels stupid for sticking with him. He's like, play your game and I'll play mine. So Spencer is getting to know Tony, who's a really good liar and is playing hard, and he's dangerous, which he is a dangerous player, but unfortunately you guys keep letting him go every week. You guys let him go this far. He has 2 idols now. But I'll get to that in my Survivor POV. So Tasha and Kass are listening to Tony now. I think both of them are awake. So they're just laying there, especially Kass. So Tony says, saying a whole bunch of stuff. And she, for some reason, Kass thinks he called her the B word. I didn't hear him call her that. I heard him say a couple things, but I didn't hear him call her that. And she wants to get him out and such, or he wants to get her out. And Kass admits to Tony what she heard, and Woo lies and said they didn't talk about him. So Woo is 50-50 with me. Like, Woo is lying. I'm like, damn, Woo. Oh, Lord. So Tony is telling the truth and wasn't doing anything wrong. So they say, but he was talking about Kass. I heard that with my own 2 ears. So Spencer's not getting in the middle of this. He's just going to sit back and watch. So Tony moved up by blindsiding LJ and Jeffra, and this is what Kass is saying, and by leaving his alliance out of the loop and aligning with others, i.e. Spencer and Tasha. She no longer wants to be a part of the cult. She wants to be the leader of the cult. So I'm like, Kass, you seriously just caught on to this. As I've said in my previous 10 reviews, Kass, what game have you been playing, and have you been sleeping for the past 29, 30 days? Seriously. Tony doesn't like tension. He wants to squash it. She's like, people are lying to you. You are making a big deal. Kass is saying because you know it's true. Tony's a big liar, according to Kass. He's losing it. She likes trouble. She likes chaos. That's why they call her Chaos Kass. Tasha doesn't know if Tony said what he said, but if the 2 of them are against each other, she feels she's safe at that point. Tony's like, if you write my name down, Kass, you're going home. Now, it didn't work out that way. Spoiler alert. So if you guys didn't watch the episode, I apologize for not putting the spoiler alert in the beginning. Yeah, spoiler alert. Kass is still here too. So Kass tells him to play his idol. Tony reveals he has a special idol. Every week I go through this. For the past 10 weeks I've been saying the same thing. Why the hell do these people keep coming out and revealing everything they're doing, saying the moves they're making, showing off idols, showing off clues? These people are so stupid. Like, the 2 people playing the game, to be honest, is Tasha and Spencer. Why are you all telling? Tasha and Spencer didn't tell everybody their stuff, but anyway. So Spencer, Kass, and Woo won the reward challenge because Tasha was fighting, but Tasha kind of like, she didn't really give up, but she got a little bit tired, so they won, and the reward was being an ambassador to the Philippines, and it was so cute, and Woo did his little karate moves, and they had pizza, and Kass recruited Spencer and Woo as allies. And I was like side-eyeing Spencer for a minute, but then I realized he was trying to do this, to help protect Tasha, but... So there was a 3-way split, apparently, to get rid of Tony. That was the original idea. Wu was a little iffy. And he's like, but get Tony out before we get Tasha out? And I'm like, now, I don't understand why they want Tasha out. I know that she's good at all the challenges, but the main 2 people who should be gone by now is Tony and Kass. Hell, Trish shouldn't be here either, to be honest, because what has Trish done but become a skeleton and just sit around and do absolutely nothing? But Trish is under the radar at this point. So Spencer lies and says Wu and Kass at the end. At least I hope he was lying. Please, Spencer, say you were lying, Wu and Kass at the end. So Wu wants to consider if it would be a big move. So the brains plus Wu can move if they team up, says Spencer. Tasha says, but do you trust Wu? See, Tasha was playing this game at this point. Now you can't trust Wu anymore. So Trish wonders if they got to Wu, meaning Spencer and Kass. And if he says no, it's a lie. Well, Wu lies. Tony realizes what's going on, and now they want to get rid of Tasha. Even though that's not what they said in the beginning, all of a sudden Wu pops up with this whole thing to get rid of Tasha. See, Wu's making me shake my head. So Tony is a step ahead. Nothing gets past him. And he basically read Wu like he was the Webster's Dictionary in the middle of the Library of Congress. Seriously. So Wu is in very big trouble at this point. However, in this episode, he's still here. But Wu should be on his P's and Q's because you're on Tony's radar. And don't forget, for those who have not been watching my review, I caught on to Tony a couple weeks ago when he said he wanted to get out Cliff's alliance, and Tony does not forget what he wants. Now, he said he wanted out Tasha. Spoiler alert, he got Tasha out. So he wants Wu out. He's going to get Wu out eventually, probably next week instead of getting out of Kass, but I'll get to that in my Survivor POV. So the immunity challenge is about memory of numbers, and like I said, Spencer won it. So Tasha's a little bit bummed. Wu is ready to make some big move. I'm like, Wu, you had all these weeks to make a big move. Like, now is not the time. So Tony says Tasha's a little too comfortable and she wasn't scrambling. I don't know what it is with Tony and Tasha. I can say from going to school in Jersey City, as I've said in previous reviews, how those cops are. The cops and... yeah, they didn't really get along. So I can see why he doesn't like Tasha, in other words. So everyone who goes against Tony goes home. It's the God honest truth. So Kass is wondering, can I beat Tony? Now Kass decides to flip-flop because she decides for whatever reason, I'm comfortable here. I need to make another move. And I'm like, Kass, like, this will be dumb move number 5,006, but mark my words, Kass isn't going to be up there for the top 3. I'm just saying. I could be wrong because my players are all dropping like flies, but if Kass ends up at the end, then I don't know what the hell's going on in this game because Kass seems like she and Wu are not going to be in that final 3. So, Tony brings his bag of tricks to the tribal council, and when they talk about, okay, he's talking about, keeping the idol away from the enemy. So it gets down to, the voting. They said tonight might be a blind side. Tasha's all like, well, hopefully I'd love to stay. And newsflash, Tasha goes home. I'm not happy. I'm kind of pissed off because they've been trying to get Tasha out for the past couple weeks. Meanwhile, letting Tony float, letting Trish float. In fact, no, Tony's been fighting, letting Tony have his reign of terror, let Trish float, let Kass do whatever the hell game she's playing, let Wu sit back and consider doing things when he should be making moves. And now Spencer's by himself. He's not happy. He tried to keep her, but unfortunately everybody wanted Tasha out. She got her out. So who are you going to fight against next? And apparently Miss Chaos Kass is now fighting with Trish next week. Yeah. So, this episode was really good. Unfortunately, Tasha went home, but now my support goes to Spencer. Hopefully, Spencer can slay every single solitary person who's left and make it to the end and win. Him versus Tony, he will win. whoever's against Tony will win, even if it's probably, that's why I don't want Kass at the end, because if Kass is against Tony, Kass might just win. But anywho, guys, thank you so much for tuning into my review. I enjoy doing these reviews for the most part. Survivor's my favorite show. I've been a fan since 99. I was 14. I needed something to watch. CBS provided, and I tuned in. So, shout out to Richard Hatch, because Richard Hatch was the first winner. And, yeah, so Richard and Sue. The snake take out the rat. Anywho, thanks guys for tuning in. Check my links below. Definitely check out my other reviews. I'll definitely leave a link for my other Survivor reviews so you can see what I was talking about. But hopefully, like I said, Kass doesn't get to the end, because if she does, it's gonna be Spencer, Kass, and Tony. Sorry, Trish and Woo, you both are out. So take care, guys. Have a great Wednesday. Have a great week, and I'll see you guys back here for my Survivor POV and my Hannibal review, as well as my other reviews coming soon. So thanks, guys. I got a Mad Men review coming up pretty soon as well. So tune in, take care, and have a happy Wednesday. Bye, guys. Time for me to watch Criminal Minds. Bye, guys. Bye.